it's Mia from Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs, and today I'm going to show you how to do this really cool hidden surprise Halloween design using these colour changing gel polishes from Sbd London. So I'm going to do a complete 5 nail design, and I've already gone over this nail with 2 coats of black gel polish from Nailchemy, and I'm just using the colour changing gel polish number 3 to do dots on the nail. And then I'm going to get an old detailing brush and just dip it in some of my nail dehydrator, or you can use isopropyl alcohol or anything like that, just to disperse the colour downwards, so that we're creating these little kind of ghosty shapes and they're all kind of wispy towards the ends. You want to use an old brush for this because it does dry out your brush doing this, so do not use your favourite all-time brush in case you ruin it. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So once they're done, you can cure those for 60 seconds in the lamp. And this colour changing gel polish, look, I broke the top off of my white. This is my Sbd London white. It's individual colour 002. This colour changing gel polish goes from black to grey. Annoyingly, it barely comes up on camera, but if you do this in real life, they look really cool. They're just like these little wispy grey ghosts when they get hot. They're really cool. I love them. So I'm just going to do some ghosty eyes and pop them in the lamp, and then I'm going to use my Nailchemy Onyx black gel polish to just do the little pupils in the eyes as well with my super fine dotting tool to give them little ghosty eyes. Yeah, that eyeball went a bit crazy. The pupil was disappearing off somewhere in the distance. So that's that nail all done. Now for this next nail, I'm going to use colour change number 4, which is a gorgeous like tealy green colour. It looks really blue on camera. It's like a tealy green more than a blue. And then when it's hot, it goes to like a super bright lime green. It's amazing. So I'm just going to do 2 coats of this, and I just wanted to show you me putting this on because I wanted to show you when it comes out of the lamp. This one's a really quick one. Ah, look at that! You can see where my big blob of blue tack is underneath. So I've just gone and done 2 coats of that colour changing gel polish, and you'll see it kind of go back to its darker colour now. So for this nail, I'm going to use my Nailchemy Onyx black gel polish to do the artwork, and I'm going to do a tree with a, oh god, what they're called, my brain's just gone blank, a noose hanging off of it, so it's like a creepy Halloween design. Because I did a design a little while ago where I had like a creepy swing hanging off of the tree, and I thought that I would do a noose this time. As it's getting closer to Halloween, we're getting a bit more gory. So I'm just going up the side of this nail with the black gel polish and then doing my branches. I always think that my branches look really weird, but then they look alright in the end. I do apologise, this gets harder and harder to see me doing the artwork as the gel polish gets darker. I do cure the tree in a minute, just so that you can, so that it goes like light green again, so you can see me doing the noose, otherwise it would have been really hard to see. But I'm just doing branches on this tree at the moment, so it's nothing uberly complicated. It's just making the little branch marks and the little twigs. I've got to decide what I want to be for Halloween now. Me and my son were talking about it in the car this morning, and I was like, ooh, I don't know what I want to be. See, look, it's getting a lot harder to, look, I'm like, can you see? It's getting much harder to see what I'm doing because it's gone back to that gorgeous dark greeny colour. So nice. I love it. And I'm just going to use the Nailchemy black to just kind of paint the tip of the nail and then kind of ombre it up slightly. I mean, this is not the world's best ombre at all, and I don't care because it's Halloween and it's meant to be creepy. It's not meant to be a perfect ombre. So I'm just going to use my detailer brush and just flick it side to side just to get that colour up a bit so it fades upwards. And then when the nail is hot, you'll be able to see that light green fading downwards, if that makes any sense. It'll make sense in a minute when I cure it. And all these gel polishes cure for 60 seconds in an LED lamp. The Nail Chemie Onyx cures in 30 seconds, but I like to put it in for 60 seconds because it's a black. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp so you can see, and then I was like, oh my god, right, do the noose really quick. So you can still see. So I'm just going to do these kind of sideways flick lines because obviously it's like rope pattern. So I didn't want to do it in just like a line going down in a circle. I thought that would look a bit naff. So I'm doing these sort of slanted lines for the rope pattern, and then I just go over it with a simple line just to kind of join them up and create that sort of rope type look. And I'm trying desperately to get it done before you can't see what I'm doing. I was like, no, it's going so dark. But that is essentially it. That is like all these little diagonal lines, keeping them really fine, and then just go, there we go. There we go. It's all done and cured for 60 seconds. Now this one I'm going to go in with colour change number 4 again. I cannot remember what I do on this nail. Can't remember which one it is. I think I do a glitter fade. I thinks. That gel polish looks really blue on camera. It's not blue. It's like teal. Tealy green. Boom! So that's 2 layers of that cured for 60 seconds. And then, yeah, I'm going to use this Sbd London colour shifting glitter. That is the number of it. I will not even attempt to bother reading it out. And it shifts from green to purple. So you can probably see it in the lid better than you can see it in the pot because there's so much of it in the pot. And it shifts from green to purple. So it is like the perfect glitter for Halloween. It's amazing. Now, when I am applying glitter and using gel polish, as long as it's not a humongously chunky glitter, and this one is not a humongously chunky glitter, I just put a little bead of base coat, or you could use builder gel, or I wouldn't recommend using top coat, I don't think it would work the same, I'm not sure, it probably would. And I just use my base coat to kind of manipulate the glitter around, just like you would if it was in a bead of clear acrylic. I can't get my words out today. Blah, 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 blah. And I just find that doing it this way, instead of trying to sprinkle it into an inhibition layer or anything like that, I find it a lot easier doing it this way, because then once you've manipulated it exactly where you want it to go, and you can do it a lot more precisely with this as well, rather than just kind of putting it into an inhibition layer and hoping it turns out nicely. You can do this much more precisely, and then you can cure it, and then once it's cured, the glitter is not going to move when you top coat. So I find it much, much easier to use glitter with gel polish doing it in this way. I would definitely recommend, I mean, you can use top coats, base coats, builder gels and stuff. I like to use base coat or builder gel when I am picking up a bead of glitter, because it leaves a nice sticky layer for the top coat to stick to. So I'm just going to create a nice glitter fade on this nail. I just wanted to show you the process of how I do it, because I know that some people find it a bit of a struggle with, especially like these slightly chunkier glitters with gel polish, and then top coating, and then all the glitter moves everywhere. So that one's been cured in the lamp, and then that one's done. So I'm going to move on to my next nail. For this one, I've done 2 coats of Nail Chemie's Onyx black gel polish, and I'm just going to go over the top with a base coat. Now on this one, I am going to put it into the inhibition layer, just to show you all the different ways that you can apply glitter when you're working with gel polish designs. So on this one, I put a layer of base coat, just a thin layer. You just want the sticky layer from that layer. And I'm going to go in with Ink London's Oakley glitter, which is a super fine, amazingly holographic glitter. And I'm going to go in with a fan brush, and I'm just going to put a little tray there so I can catch any spare glitter. And you just want a little amount on the end of your brush, and then fan it backwards if you're doing it at the tip. Obviously, if you're doing it from the cuticle end, fan it forwards, and then dust that off, and then that nail's all done. And then you can top coat over the top, but I will do all my top coating at the end. So this next nail, I cannot remember what I do on this one. Oh, this is the last one, I think. I've already done 2 layers of Onyx again. Obviously, I've used black, and the colour changing gel polish is quite a big base for this design. So I'm going to go in with some base coat and cure that. And then I'm just going to go in with the glitter that I had left over because I didn't want to waste it. Why waste it? It's glitter. I wanted to put both of the glitters onto this nail in a little fade. I'm just showing you, if you've got any little bits of glitter that are sticking up, just pat them down into that inhibition layer. I'm going to put some of the silver on there as well to create a nice fade. And then I thought, well, I don't want it to be just a plain glitter fade nail because I've already got one of those. So I've already got 2 of those, I think, possibly. So I wanted to put a spider on this one, but it's only going to be a spider that appears once the nail's warm. So I'm going to go in with my colour change gel polish number 4, which is that beautiful deep tealy green, and obviously over the black gel polish and the green glitter you can't see it very well if it's cold, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to kind of appear whenever the nails were warm. So I've just gone in and done the body of the spider. Now I made a mistake here and my spider could have looked a lot better than it did. Because I used base coat all over the nail and then stuck the glitter into the inhibition layer, I have left the... Oh, sorry, that's my phone going off. I have left the inhibition layer on this nail and it was making my gel polish disperse as I was trying to do the artwork with it. So if you are going to try out this design, then don't be a noob like I was. And I was like, oh my god, my gel polish is running everywhere. What's going on? It doesn't normally do this. And then I realised it's because I still have my inhibition layer on that base coat. And I was like, oh no, what have you done? So yeah, just wipe off that inhibition layer before you do this, or you can top coat if you want to make sure that you keep that glitter nice, and then just slightly buff over the top coat surface and then do your spider, whichever way you want to do it. But don't end up like me with a big blob spider because it could have looked so much better. Right, this is all of the nails and I'm just going to go in with some tempering top coat, which I'm not going to show you purely because this video was getting on a bit and I wanted to show you it going into warm water and cold water. So this is all of the nails all together, and I was praying to God that the blue tack didn't come off in the heat. So that's hot water. Oh, I love it. Annoyingly, the ghosts don't turn up very well on camera. They go like kind of grey. Obviously not when they're cold. They go black then. But when they go hot, they go like this kind of murky grey, and it looks like they're sort of coming out of the darkness. So I can see the ghosts when I'm doing it, but for some reason they just weren't coming up on camera. It was really annoying. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a couple more of these hidden secrets videos, I think, if you guys like them. So let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!